Is your single Azure VM slowing down under heavy traffic? Stop relying on one server. In this video, we shall double the system capacity and guarantee uptime by setting up an Azure Load Balancer between two virtual machines. Azure Load Balancer is a service that distributes incoming traffic across a group of backend servers, such as virtual machines. And this setup leads to high availability and fault tolerance. This diagram represents load balancer in the Azure environment. We have a load balancer. It has a front-end public IP. All the external traffic comes on this public IP. The load balancer has a backend pool of resources, which can be multiple virtual machines or other Azure resources. The load balancer diverts traffic to this backend pool, and ultimately, the virtual machines available here would process the request. We have to define what port number load balancer listens to and what port number the virtual machines would be accepting the incoming traffic. Now, we need to access the virtual machines in order to do setup or in order to deploy our applications, the web applications. For that, either we set up a public IP for our virtual machines. Then we access it via SSH port and deploy. But this is not a very secure way of doing things. Another way available is Azure Bastion. Azure Bastion comes with its own public IP, and in that case, our virtual machines can simply run on a private IP behind the virtual network. Whenever we want to access or whenever an authorized user wants to access the virtual machines present inside the backend pool, they can access via Azure Bastion. So it provides a secured environment. It acts as a hardened gateway or a jump box that only authorized users can access via protocols like SSH, which are secure. This approach minimizes the attack surface. Now, both the approaches of accessing the virtual machines, one via public IP and the other via Bastion, will utilize both the services over here. Now that we know the theory of setup of Azure Load Balancer, let us try to make a hands-on demo where we create an Azure Load Balancer. We put up two virtual machines behind the load balancer, and we can deploy a Java application and run it on Apache Tomcat. We shall do that in the next video.